Hello and good day. I'm David Bowles, and this is Bowles.tv. Hey, it's Bowles.television. We have some wonderful weather here. I have a friend of mine in Germany who said it's been raining and storming for 2 weeks, and it's miserable and cold, and they want sunshine. And I said, hey, we've had rain and misery and gross-looking stuff out there for the last 6 or 7 weeks. It's really been awful. And now, for the last several days, we've had bright, beautiful sunshine. It's a great change of pace, and it's nice to have something happening to you in the sun. Well, I've been playing with some of our bit rate upload updates on this live stream, trying to figure out what to do to get a good, crisp, high-definition picture. So we've increased our quality, we've increased our upload speed from about 6 to 8. And then I look on our Apple TV live stream for YouTube, it just looks awful and chunky. But as I look on the iPad and I look on my phone and I look on other things, hey, it looks okay. So I guess we'll see as time goes on if we like the resolution that we are currently streaming in. Now, here's an interesting story. I do not believe in coincidences. The coinky-dink, as we say in the Midwest. Oh, isn't it interesting that it's raining outside and I slipped on the sidewalk? What a coincidence, right? There's no such thing as a coincidence. Now, people will disagree with me and try to disarm me and dissuade me from that point of view, but that's my point of view. Not everything's on purpose. Life is just sort of randomized. Now, some people believe in predestiny. People believe that they just, stumble through their lives like a somnambulist and things happen to them and they are not affecting any part of the world. That's predestiny. And then there are the free will, free choice people who say, hey, look, I'm the master of my own fate. I can choose to go this way or that way, and it's my decision. And the predestiny people will say, well, when you choose to go one way or the other, that's already written for you in the book of life. So I had something happen to me this morning that had been brewing for a while. And it's not a coincidence, I don't think. Maybe it's a conspiracy. Maybe it's a conspiracy theory against myself. I guess we'll find out. So as you may know, I was a first-day subscriber to Microsoft Copilot Pro, which is an AI bot, just like ChatGPT, which I really love. And it's the same technology. It's OpenAI is the company. OpenAI has ChatGPT. Microsoft has invested in ChatGPT. Microsoft, therefore, and ergo, gets access to ChatGPT. They rebrand it as Copilot. They sell a subscription now to consumers, and they call it Pro for $20 a month, which is what ChatGPT Plus is. And then if you're on the Teams version, the team version like we are, then you get a little bit of a discount if you buy it for a year and you get access to more interesting things, theoretically. So I have been testing Microsoft Copilot. And on my Bowles.xyz Mastodon instance that has replaced Facebook and Instagram and Facebook, Instagram, what's the other one? Oh, the Twitter, X, all that social media has been now boiled down into Bowles.xyz for me and the Jana Marie. So I have been having conversations about how awful Microsoft Copilot Pro is and has been. And there are, Reddit groups, online groups where we can go and talk about AI, Microsoft, Google, which we'll talk about in a minute, and OpenAI. And from day one, people have not liked Copilot. Not just since it's become Copilot Pro, where you get the honor of paying for $20 a month to be miserable using that AI, but also it seems to really upset people that the website is very cluttered. It's hard to get a straight answer. It's hard to get a lengthy answer out of Copilot Regular and Copilot Pro. All true. I've documented it. I've talked about it. I shared again where I tried to test having it write a story for us. And we did that together here a couple of weeks ago. And I said, as I say with ChatGPT, continue the story. Because ChatGPT, when you write a story, will give you this much, right? And then you continue and it gives you this much, and you continue and it gives you this much, and so on. So, since it's the same underlying technology, when Microsoft Copilot Pro, write a story with me, gives me this much, well, that's a third of what I get with ChatGPT. So I innocently, at the time, said, continue. And Microsoft Copilot Pro told me in no uncertain terms, no, I will not continue. No, I think what I've written so far for you is all you're going to get. And if you don't like it, you can write it yourself. This is my AI bot, my collaborator, refusing to collaborate with me, telling me to do it myself. Man up, old man. Stop bothering me with your silly little wishes about storytelling. So that enraged me because I knew that Microsoft Bing, ChatGPT, Copilot Pro has always had an attitude problem. It has good days and bad days, and if you hit it wrong, or if you ask the wrong thing, like extend my story, it will have an attitude with you. And it's been documented. And it took an attitude with me. So the other day, I was reading one of the groups, and this person was complaining that Copilot Pro was not coding correctly. And the guy was saying, look, I need you to fix your own code. You're giving me wrong information. And Microsoft Copilot Pro turned around and told him to do it yourself. I'm not doing it. And this guy's saying, why am I paying for this kind of attitude from my AI bot that works for me, right? And the guy also said, and by the way, I really hate how Microsoft adds these emoticons, emojis, to every reply. It's immature. It's not professional. I'm paying for this. Why is it messing with me and wasting my time and its time to generate these ridiculous emojis? And I agree. Sometimes you get emojis with OpenAI ChatGPT. And very rarely, though, and mine tends to be when we work on our Cat Heads in Space serial together. It will, I say thank you, and then it will reply with, a cat head and a rocket ship, which I kind of think is cute. But it's not every response like Microsoft Copilot Pro. So as I'm thinking that I've tried to get it to do images for me, it doesn't want to. Heavily censored. So I got to thinking, okay, well, why am I using an AI assistant collaborator that doesn't want to collaborate with me and that wants to not work for $20 a month? So I said, well, that's a good point to myself. And I said, well, I'm going to go in there and cancel the subscription today. Who needs it? I did the same thing with Google Duet, just to be safe and transparent. We talked about that here as well. Google Duet, the AI version, the professional version you buy, is awful. It is worse than Copilot Pro. Tomorrow, however, there are rumors that Google Bard, its newer AI, is getting an update, a big update, and we'll see it surpass ChatGPT. We'll see. So I went in and canceled my Microsoft subscription. Here's the proof and evidence, Your Honor. You have successfully canceled your Microsoft Copilot Pro subscription. We're sorry to see you go. Yeah, right. Your subscription will end 2/16, so I have, 10 days left to go have it sass me even more. And I'll probably take advantage of that because there are a couple of things that it is sort of interesting in what it does. And I'll show it to you. So I could resubscribe if I want to, but I don't think I probably will. So I shared this on my Mastodon account. Hey, done with Microsoft. And here's where the conspiracy theory comes in. This is where there is no such thing as a coincidence comes in. As I was preparing for this show, maybe 45 minutes ago, I was getting some images ready, getting in order what we were going to discuss, how we were going to discuss it. And for the first time, and I would say probably 25, 30 years, because I left Microsoft after writing Windows 95 book, and then went to Mac all the way. And then about a year and a half ago, I moved back to Windows. Windows 11, which gave us a lot of trouble at the beginning, as we have documented here, with audio and sound. And I saw something 45 minutes ago that I haven't seen for 35 years. And that is what we have always called colloquially the Microsoft blue screen of death. Yeah. And that's when, you're working on something and whack, you get this giant blue screen. It's prettier now on Windows 11 than it used to be on Windows 95. And it says, oh, something went wrong. Here's a QR code that you can't click on. We're saving information. We're sending it to ourselves because we're Microsoft. Oh. And oh, by the way, whatever you were doing, we're going to restart your computer now. And as my computer's restarting, I'm saying, well, isn't that interesting? Some people would say, oh, what a coincidence that you cancel your subscription to Microsoft Copilot Pro, and hours later, you get your very first blue screen of death that you have not seen for 35 years, or in the last year and a half, using Windows 11 all day, every day, all night, every night, you get your very first blue screen of death hours after you cancel your subscription to Microsoft Copilot Pro and announce your cancellation on your bowls.xyz Mastodon instance. That's my story. And it's all true and documented. What happened? Now, do I think that Microsoft intentionally went in there and did something to my account? No. Do I think it's really interesting that I cancel Copilot Pro and Copilot, which is put on my Windows machine without my permission, really? It's just kind of there. Somehow communicates with the Pro subscription and decides, well, he's no longer Pro, so we have to force a restart of his system so we can do something. Maybe. But that was really, really weird. And I have to say, the last year and a half with this new computer and setup, I've been generally very happy with the daily performance. Streaming has been a little difficult early on, but it seemed pretty solid, except for this awful blue screen of death that I got this morning. which freaked me out. And usually when you get a blue screen of death, it's how you don't know if you're going to recover from it back in the Windows 95 days. Because it meant something real, there's a driver wrong, there's something missing, something is, and it's not like we're just going to tell you what it is. We're going to stop everything you're doing, give you this giant blue screen, and then whether you like it or not, we're going to restart your computer and you're going to lose everything you were working on, which is what happened. Oh, it's painful. So, since we have a few days left with Copilot Pro, you can see right here. So this means you have the Pro subscription, yeah? Your everyday AI companion. Now, here's something interesting. You see chat, which is where we are, chat. And then you see this notebook. Now, this disappeared for a few days, and then it reappeared. When I first subscribed, it wasn't there. I don't know what it is. What's on your mind? Write a detailed prompt to collaborate with AI. Use Shift and Enter to submit a message. I don't understand why this is different from chat. What is the difference between a notebook and a chat? So let's ask it a question. Explain the history of dystopia in literature and modern memes. Now, I don't even know what was going to happen. Oh, you have to do something. Shift. What I have to do? See, this is where it gets confusing. So I have to cut this, and then when I'm done, Shift Enter. Okay, so we'll Shift Enter. Whoops. Yeah. Okay, and then Shift Enter. Now, okay, so it's searching. I don't understand how a notebook is different from chat. And when I tried this previously, I got a notebook out of it, and it stayed for a couple of days, and then the notebook disappeared. I don't know what happened. It does. I guess it doesn't save. I guess you can download it, export, copy. Dystopian literature. Okay, lots of. Okay, so that's what that is. Now, learn more. Oh, here we go. These are all the know your meme. These are all the sources that it used, but you can't scroll it. So you can only see that much. So let's go to chat. Okay, meow, meow. 1, 2, 3. And we'll go back to notebook and see if it's still there. Still there for now. What does this do? Add an image, use a microphone. New topic. I don't know. So maybe this is what it is. This is the big window where you can ask a long question. I don't know. So let's go back to chat. Now, I've had problems using the creative chat, ChatGPT 4. Now, when I use this version, this model of this chat, but this is where I get the sass. Writing my story, it refuses. Asked it for help the other day on something, and it said, do it yourself. So I've been using this one, which is more precise. But people who use this more than I do say if you really want the best result, the most careful result from Microsoft Copilot Pro, you choose this one. The fast and balanced, the middle button, which is in Microsoft Blue that matches this blue. And then this goes to purple, which stay away from the purple, and the green. So we're going to try something here. This is this is one of the things that I really did like about Copilot Pro, is in a 24-hour period, and you have to kind of figure out when the day starts. Is it your 24-hour period, or is it the computer's 24-hour period? Or the server's 24-hour period. Not exactly clear. So you say, hey, I can make a song with Suno. I guess they have some kind of collaboration with Suno. Now, that's very interesting because Suno is its own company. And if you give it lyrics, or it will create lyrics for you, it'll create a song, a fun little song, right? Neat, yeah? Okay, it is. Now, it will write you a verse and a chorus. And if you say continue, it might continue or it might not. We're going to try it. Because I want to show you how this works. Because this is sort of seamless. I prefer going right to the Suno site, which we have done before here together. But when you're paying and you get 4 songs a day, well, you can have a song. You get a verse and a chorus. Okay. Let's write a fun theme song that is funny and charming about the Cat Heads in Space podcast. Meow. So Copilot is now starting and using Suno. And we'll play this. I'll try to create that. Now, this is not formatted correctly. Never mind, it formatted itself. Okay, so here's the text, the lyrics. They should rhyme. When I'm on Suno, I say make it rhyme, and I actually write my lyrics using ChatGPT as my collaborator because I can give it very specific, narrow instructions that it will follow. Okay, so here's the song. That was pretty fast, right? Welcome to the skies where cats do roam. A podcast about feline dreams and cataclysms unknown. We're soaring high, exploring galaxies afar. Cat heads in space, the kitties are the stars. Meow. All right, that's cute so far. There's a chorus. The cat heads in space, meow for all to hear. Meow, meow. That's like where the chorus comes in. It's in the parentheticals. Tales of interstellar purrs, they're always so sincere. Take a journey through the universe full of feline grace. Meow. Cat heads in space, it's a whisker-filled embrace. All right, cute. Now, you think you're writing a song, but I'm going to show you, I don't think it's going to let you write a song. It gives you a verse and a chorus. A whole song is like 3 times this long with a verse, a chorus, a bridge, and in and out, all that, right? So it's not really writing you a song, it's writing you a taste of a song. Now let's listen to this.
Come to the skies where the cats are roam. Podcast about feline dreams and cataclysms unknown. We're soaring high, exploring galaxies afar. Cat heads in space, kitties are the stars. Cat heads in space, now for all to hear. Tales of interstellar birds, they're always so sincere. Take a journey through the universe full of feline grace. Cat heads in space, it's a whisker-filled.
Okay, it's a whisker-filled embrace. So they did not finish the rhyme or the song. And that is a Suno thing. That is not a Microsoft thing. Suno does that for some reason. They cut off the last line, the last 2 words, the last syllable of a song that is really good and you like, and you can't get it back. You want to go back and say, okay, look, redo the last line and sing it all. But it won't do that. So that song was okay. There have been some of these in experimenting for a Human Meme podcast, Cats in Space podcast, that I like. That one I would not use. But we're testing, so I'm going to now say, please continue the song, and we'll see what happens. Last time I tried this, I was told it was not possible. Please continue the song. Because I have 4 songs a day. Now, here's where it gets interesting, okay? Right? Now, look. Okay, so it continues the song. Sure, here's a verse, here's a chorus, here's the bridge, here's the chorus. I hope you like it. With all these stupid emoticons, right? Okay, now, why didn't Suno put this? Why didn't you put it in the Suno song? Why did you just give me this, right? You gave me this, but you didn't give me the Suno part of it. So now, I'm risking getting cut off. You didn't add the Suno music to this. Why? Okay, fair question. And I'm going to get told off. And here we go. I apologize for the confusion. I am not capable of adding music to the song. You just did. However, you can use the Suno Music AI creation meow 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 meow. I'm confused. Are you aware that you already provided the Suno music for the first part of the song? Why can't you complete the job? Whoops. Now, I would, if I really wanted to mess with this, I would say, is there something wrong with you? Well, I'm going to ask that. Is there something wrong with you? Now I'm definitely going to get cut off because it thinks it's being disrespected. At least that's happened in the past. We'll find out right now what's happening. I apologize for the confusion. I misunderstood your request. I can create a tune for the song using Suno AI music creation tool. Suno is a music creation tool that lets you turn your ideas into songs whatever you know. So, okay, well, you didn't do it. Can you create a tune for the song now? Okay. Let's see. Now, is it going to create it all over again, or is it going to use what it already gave me? And why can't it just continue the song? Why does it put you through all of this? Now we'll see if it... see, it didn't go to Suno again. Oh, this time it did. Now, this is interesting. Okay, so is this the same one? Welcome to the skies where cats do roam. We're soaring through the galaxy. Okay. Is this the same one they just gave us? The cats are on a mission. No, this is all different. So it's still creating this song. Okay, it looks like it just started all over again. But I don't know where it's coming from. We're soaring through the galaxy. Where is that? We're soaring through the galaxy. It's not here. That is so weird. Is it up here? No. We're soaring through the galaxy. No. Is it up here? No. This is really weird. But let's listen to it.
Soaring through the galaxy, exploring the great unknown. What I feel like friends will never be alone. Every episode, we unravel mysteries untold. Cat heads in space, the black cats that explode. The heads in space, where we chase our dreams. Uncovering the secrets in the starry beams. Laugh along with us as we venture far and wide. Cat heads in space, join the ride.
Hey, okay, now that was pretty good. I like the beat on that one, and it was very clear. Sometimes these AI voices get a little staticky and echoey and sound kind of tinny. But the beat was good. The song was clear. I wish we could continue the song, but I can't because it won't. However, for how I'm using Suno and using these verses and choruses, it's perfect for me. So when I'm done with the show, I am probably going to download this and use it because I use it now as the beginning and the end for my podcasts. If it's about human meme, it's a swampy blues usually, and I only want, 39 seconds. I don't want a 3-minute song to open and close my podcast. So for me, this is kind of okay. And if I can get, 4 of these a day until my subscription runs out, I'll be very happy. So the other cool thing about Microsoft Copilot Pro is you get 100 I guess they call them coins a day, where you can create 100 images, 4 at a time. And if you don't have Copilot Pro, you only get 15. So these are the two things that I thought were pretty good about Microsoft Copilot Pro: the Suno song and the image creation. But I can create whatever image I want, really, with Midjourney or with ChatGPT. So we'll test this to see how this works out. And we will bodybuilding cats. Cat. This was with our Masto, Dawn. Cat post of the day. Bodybuilding cats. It looks fantastic. Go to bowls.xyz to see it. Now, this is how DALL-E, Microsoft Image Creator, tends to go cartoonish. Cartoony. And this is what I was hoping for. See if I can find it here. Bowls.xyz. Years. This is what I posted on my Mastodon account today. These are bodybuilding cats, right? Not what you just saw. Now, maybe I could try to do photorealistic, realistic bodybuilding cat. We'll see what happens. But this is actually very nice because it seems like you get a little bit prioritized when you're making images and you're paying for Pro. Oh, now here you go. Okay, that's a little bit better. Not quite as spectacular. Still sort of cartoony, but better. So if I played with this a little more, I could really get into it. So this is where I think Microsoft really does well. And this is in their Azure Studio, where you can get access to ChatGPT and DALL-E. You don't get any SaaS. You don't get any attitude. It's sort of, I guess, pay as you use it. So this is what I'm going to go back to. I don't get Suno song creation here from Microsoft, but I get it from Suno itself. Body building cat. We'll just see what this, we'll try this and see what we get in the Azure Studio using the OpenAI API through Microsoft. So this is one way to go. It's a slightly complex to get it set up, but once you get it set up and working, you can get some very nice text and images from Microsoft and not have to go through Copilot. Okay, now we didn't ask for anything specific, right? Like a cartoon or a realistic image, and this is what we get back from Microsoft without the filter of being Copilot. Better than what we saw before. So that is my rant on Microsoft. It'll be interesting to see what happens. We're going into what will soon become the golden age of AI, where Google's going to get in all hard on it. Apple's going to come in all hard on it. OpenAI is already there. We have art. We have photography. Microsoft is trying to get in on it, but not doing a very good job. And speaking of Google, I discovered this the other day, and I paused the setup until we could be together. Now, this is called NotebookLM, and the rumor is this is going to somehow maybe be included in tomorrow's Google Bard update. And it's, I guess, like a research tool where you can upload files, kind of like a ChatGPT custom prompt, a custom GPT that you create yourself, and you upload files and you teach it how to behave. I guess that's the idea of Notebook, and it specifically works with PDF files or Google Doc files. But people want to be able to access their PDF files and have them read for them so they can consolidate information, which is all fine, right? So I thought, okay, well, let's create a notebook. This was yesterday. Italy. So now you have to add things to your notebook. I'm trying to remember. I did not add anything because I want to do it together. So I'm not going to delete. So notebook, add a note. Nah, I don't want a note. No note. Sources. Add a source. Okay, this is where, so you can do it from Google Drive. So this is all Google stuff, right? You can do a PDF or a copied text. So we'll do a PDF. And we'll go into my delightful Italy file. And we'll go into Forgotten Books. Now, these are books that were published 100 years ago that have been forgotten. And there's this company called Forgotten Books that republishes old books in PDF format. And it's very cool looking. So we will add 500 musical terms. Now, this is a book written in Italian. And we're going to kind of see, maybe, how Google Notebook will handle our inquiries. Uh-oh, we got one of these notes. This source may not be in English. Notebook may not function correctly when using this source. Oy, oy, oy. So let's see if I can find a different. Let's see. PDF upload. Okay, what else do I have here that might be in English but still be sort of Italian? We'll just add, this is another Italian text. I'm trying to think if it has any English in it. It might not. Okay. We'll just find out. We're going to start asking a question. Summarize. Woo! It's not letting me type anything. I guess you have to select the source first. Okay, summarize. Summarize. And we'll see what it does. We'll see if it why can't it comprehend Italian? Characters are used to indicate various musical aspects like pitch, time, duration, loudness, accent, expression, and musical notation. There are also a few special characters for graces, repeats, punctuation. For example, D flat is indicated as DES, I guess in Italian. Characters can affect note duration, like minimum rest, or they can add instructions like con espressione for with expression. Okay, that's an answer. That's pretty darn good. So we'll go like that, good response, and we'll go like this. Pin. I've never pinned anything before. I don't know where a pin goes. Okay, now let's try this. Outline. This is the other Italian class. So the idea here, I guess, is, like let's say you have diabetes. You could have PDF files that you've gathered from the internet, from the doctor's office, add them all to a notebook and say, what is the best way for me to deal with a low blood sugar rating? And it would give you a bullet list. Here we go. This is from my study book. What'd I do? Where'd it go? Oh, I just messed it all up. Did I put it in notes? Here. Okay, so when you pin, it becomes a note. This I did not know. So here's our note. Alessandra, Laura, and Anna meet at an outdoor cafe to talk about their homeowners in Italy. Now, hometowns in Italy. Now, this is really great because the source file was in Italian, and it's giving me the summarization in English. That is not bad. Laura is from Como, which has a good university, a hospital, an ancient piazza with a beautiful cathedral, and Lake Como. Alessandra is from Giovinazzo, which has many hotels, restaurants, cafes, a supermarket, a cinema, the sea, and beautiful beaches on the Adriatic Sea. Anna is an American student who studied in Italy for a year. She is curious about Laura and Alessandra's hometowns. The three discuss the differences between their hometowns and American culture, such as the custom of tipping in restaurants. Now, that's just wonderful, fun, and genius. Now, here's one little concern I have. You cannot upload more than one PDF file at a time. I don't understand why, because when you're doing a custom GPT chat bot with OpenAI, you can upload 10 files and they all get processed, and within minutes, seconds, they're ready to answer any question you have. So the fact that I have all of these files that I want to add to this notebook, but I can only add them one by one by one by one, is going to take me a long time. So let's go back to Italia. Okay, so there's our notebook. Now, how can I add a note? I don't want to select all. I want to add more sources. Okay, so a source. We'll add another source, a PDF file, and we will go back to our books in print. Out of print, forgotten books, right? A history of Italian furniture. That sounds very interesting. We'll see. Tell me about Italian furniture. So far, this is not bad. And these PDF files are really just pictures that have been taken of the original text, because a lot of these books are like 100 years old, so they're not originating in electronic form. A history of furniture. Okay. Summarize the history of furniture in Italy. We'll see if we get it. But so far, I like this experience 100% more than I like Microsoft Copilot Pro, which probably means in another 45 minutes, the blue screen of death will be making its appearance once again. Here we go. The history of furniture in Italy is a journey through artistry, craftsmanship, and cultural influences. Renaissance. During the Renaissance, wealthy merchants. Baroque. Now, this is really terrific because the source material is in old-fashioned Italian. And this source is not that. This source is fantastic. Neoclassicism, Art Nouveau, modern contemporary, really super delightful with 10 citations. I give that a thumbs up. I'm going to pin that one too. I'm going to pin everything. So this is NotebookLM, and it comes with a couple of pre-programmed things so you can see what it looks like. I had not really heard a lot about this, so I thought it was very curious that Google has this big research material arm that we don't know about. Now, maybe we're going to find out about it tomorrow when they update Bard and, PDF file reading, notation, academic studies is going to become part of it. Now, that would be truly delightful. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to add one more. I'm just going to see what happens. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to click on my sources. Sources. Oh, I have to add a source, right? So far, all the warnings we have are there, I guess, just to tell us, hey, the source material is not in English, it's in Italian, but I'll parse it for you anyway. So that's really good. So musical terms, grammar of Italian. Give me some grammar. Give me older grammar rules from Italian. We'll see if it accesses that new PDF. And usually when you feed files into these AI systems, you have to refresh your page, you have to So far, Google, the notebook, is updating it behind the scenes. Here we go. Here's some older, I like that, grammar rules from Italiano. Gender. Italian nouns are either masculine or feminine. There is no neuter gender. Nouns ending in O, R, E, N, T, E are masculine. We know all of this, but what I love about it is I gave it an old book, so it's resourcing that old book. The other things I uploaded were not grammar specific. The past tense of the verb essere is io fui, tui fosti, igli fu, noi fumano, voi foste, essi furono. The future tense of the verb essere is io sarò, tio sarò. Beautiful. I'm very impressed with this so far. And I started working on this yesterday, and I thought, no. Let's do it right. Let's do it together in the live stream and see what's happening and if it's, legit or not. Totally legit. I look forward to the update if it comes out tomorrow. I've heard for a week, February 7 is the day that Google's going to break our minds, blow our minds with some really good, interesting stuff. So we can be hopeful. So that's our show today. We had a wonderful time together. We talked about Microsoft. We talked about being no coincidence. We talked about being punished for misbehaving. We wrote a song together. We did some research together. And now we continue on with our lives. I will put all the links we talked about today on our Discord server, and you can find us at boles.co/Discord. Or you can go to discord.gg/BOLES. Until next time, thank you for being here. Take care. Be well. I'm David Bowles. I'll see you next time.